Good evening, everybody. My name is Shamal. Today, I'm going to talk about a different topic or a different person altogether. They're very close to us. He's my brother, Dr. Professor Madhusudan Pal. So, all might be wondering that why I have selected a family member and what is the need for a discussion, what is there to talk about Dr. Professor Madhusudan Pal. Am I not doing any kind of nepotism? Well, no, I am not doing any nepotism. The reason being simple thing that there is much more to talk about Dr. Madhusudan Pal. So let me come back to Dr. Madhusudan Pal. He is my brother. He is my elder brother. So from where to start? I will definitely talk about himself, my understanding of Dr. Madhusudan Pal in my own eyes and my own realization. I am not talking about what others they feel about Dr. Madhusudan Pal. It is my own understanding. Again, let me again repeat, it is my own understanding what I have understood about this person. Dr. Madhusudan Pal, he born in the year probably 1955 to 56, 57. Even though I have not asked him in which year he born, I think probably that could be the time zone. He's lucky that he born after independence, and he completed his 10 plus 2 standard from our nearest school, that is Khukurdaho Ishchandra Maji High School. It is around 7-8 kilometers away from our home. I want to tell you here few things. In the year 1900, soon after independence, 55 to 60, in our native place, we are from a very kind of a village that is located in West Bengal, Midnapur district. The village is called Mukundapur. This is a very remote area, and it's a typical village life we used to have, and we used to have a lot of agricultural thing, and there is no scope for education. So in that circumstances, my brother went to school, and he completed his 12th standard. From childhood, he is a brilliant student, that I was told. Is a very brilliant, very sharp mind he had. So in 12th standard, he could clear that time three entrance tests. One is engineering, second is medical, third is regional engineering college. Engineering means IIT. He cleared IIT, he cleared medical, he cleared regional engineering college. So he had the ambition to become an aeronautical engineer. I'm talking about 1973, 75. That time I was very, very little, very small kid. So I don't know all those things. His initial days of his education, but what I have heard when I grow up, the point what I want to make, in that particular time zone, clearing medical, IIT, and regional engineering college, it's a very tough thing to clear it in three different streams, like, okay, three different domain area. That is what I told you. to choose the professional career. My father, he is not that qualified, but in my many presentation I have told he has the ambition, and even though he has not got any kind of academic background, but he probably had the inner wish that his kids will be like, no, he will be given whatever educations are required to do that. That kind of support, probably he was mentally prepared to do that. So with a hope to become an aeronautical engineer, he joined Kharagpur IIT, and my father took him, got admission. And that time there is a story, this talking about the story behind, there is something to tell, that during 1970-75 in Bengal there is a political turbulence, there is Naxal movement, and this academic institution full of rigging. And when he took admission, he got into hostel. So there are rigging is a very common thing that time in academic institute. So he used to succumbed with the seniors used to rig him like anything. It is not the rigging, intellectual rigging, it's a physical rigging altogether. It is, for example, like, if somebody is telling you jump from the first floor to ground floor, or make an electrical coil, and somebody is telling to piece over there, and and you will be getting electrical shock, it is obvious thing. Those kind of physical torture used to have. It continues for probably 1 or 2 months, but he is not unable to sustain there, with the pressure, the kind of uh, rigging used to conduct by the students from the senior. And so finally he decided to quit Kharagpur IIT. He left his ambition to become an aeronautical engineer. His dream is shattered. So we cannot imagine that in present day, because of rigging, somebody is leaving his wish to pursue or wish to become an engineer, some career. He has to totally leave that particular profession of, to become an aeronautical engineer. So he left Kharagpur IIT, and he left Kharagpur IIT when he left his baggage or books, everything he left. And he finally, his destination is come back to Kolkata, and he joined his medical admission in Nil Ratan Sarkar Medical College, one of the prestigious medical college in Kolkata. Is the oldest medical college in Kolkata. He took admission. Now, what here, like, no, the point what I am trying to make it is the life what he wants to do it, and it is totally 360-degree turn in his life now, entered into the medical profession. So he happily probably accepted. I do not know whether it is happily or not, that is a question mark, but finally he got into medical, and he completed his MBBS from Nil Ratan Sarkar Medical College. So in childhood, I was very small kid that time while he is completing his MBBS. So I I was very small. I used to be very sick. I was very lean and thin, like, so quite often I used to have a lot of problem. So my brother used to take care. So, and I used to make a lot of bahana because my wish to see Calcutta. So once my brother took me, first time I have seen the train, he took me to Calcutta, to from my native place to Calcutta, around 65 to 70 kilometers. You have to have a train route, and coming by bus, then train, again bus. So cross Howrah Bridge. It's a dream for me. Childhood, we used to know. hear about how this Howrah Bridge looks like. Right? It is one of the wonders in the world. So Howrah Bridge. So there are many things. The Calcutta city, the illusion, what I had, imagination, though. So because of my sickness, my brother used to bring me. So we used to live in a place. My brother used to live initial days in a place like called Badur Bagan Lane. It is just behind Raja Bazar Science College. If people are familiar with the Kolkata, it's a old Kolkata. It's a full of academic institute. You have Bose Institute, Shah Institute of Nuclear Physics. You have Raja Bazar Science College. The backside you have City College. If you go further, there is College Street, Presidency College, where Subhash Chandra Bose passed out from this college. You have Bose Institute, Dr. Satyan Bose, Dr. Meghnad Saha, Acharya Prafulla Chandra Rai, all those great scientists, Satyan Bose, all those great scientists, they are from the same belt. Within a small place, you can see it is the topmost scientists used to there. They have done their work, and the institutes are named in their name. So those are very old and prestigious institute for research purpose. On top backside you have Scottish Church College. This is one of the prestigious college also. So, and also if you go down back, you have Tagore's house, Joda, and Rabindranath Tagore used to live. It's a big house. Still, this is under. Now it's a kind of a museum place to see. So what I'm trying to tell, this entire Kolkata, those area where we used to live, it's full of academic institute, and my brother used to live at the backside. Is a Badur Bagan Lane. He used to live. He used to prepare food there. It's basically a small rented kind of a flat or house, whatever way you see it. This is also in our relation, like there's a person called named Pravada. So they are from our native place also. Prabhada is basically a chartered engineer. So my brother used to stay there. After that, my another brother, second brother, Bangshi Badan Pal, he joined. Radharaman Pal, he joined for their graduation, and then they jointly prepare, used to prepare food. I used to stay for a few days. After that, my brother moved to Arjikor Medical College. He used to live in the hostel. So I used to stay with my brother, and because when I am sick, the point what I am trying to tell over here is he is a very studious. I used to see him. He used to work very hard, and whole night he used to study, not from our medical books. Beyond that, many subjects he used to study. So that is one good thing that he used to do it. I used to wonder how he can study so much. So he used to tell me, I was small, that go and have food in the canteen. So I used to go to the canteen. I used to be fond of having fish. So I used to tell the canteen fellow, so give me rice, fish, curry. So while selecting the fish, sometimes it used to happen I used to take the head part. So once my brother saw that I am eating the head, fish head, he told that you don't eat the head. So I never asked the question, but he told me head is not good. I thought this head is, the size is big compared to other pieces. So he told there is nothing absolutely. Then I was concentrating on the size of the head is big, that's why I want to eat it. But he told that size doesn't matter, you concentrate on the content part. So now I realize this, why this canteen fellow used to have small pieces of the middle part of the fish. So I used to only watch that which one is bigger in size, not from which portion is coming. Oh, what I am trying to tell over here, later on I have realized, when I my all sense of understanding of certain things, I could realize, correlate that why he has told not to eat the head part. So The important part is the flesh part, the content part, where is more, that is not lying on the head part. So friends, what I am trying to again come back to Dr. Madhusudan Pal. He, after MBBS, he completed his MS, then he completed his MCH, three big degrees in the medical field he has acquired. He is a open heart surgeon, and he joined his profession is close to 1985 or 86. He officially joined uh, West Bengal Health Services as a doctor. Okay, this is so. I was living with my brother for few years in Short Lake. I have seen him very closely, how hard he used to work. So in many days I used to see him, he is going to hospital, not even coming after 3 days. I used to wonder what is happening and why he is not coming. After 3 days he used to come. Later on I have realized that this medical profession, I have heard, it's a very tough thing, and if you are doing open heart surgery or critical operation, it takes a lot of time depending on the condition of the patient. So you used to be 24/7, and you used to take rest over there. There are small rooms, probably guest room or doctor's rooms are there. He used to be there. After 3 days he used to come. So now I am realizing how tough this medical profession is. So I wonder this, sometime when I hear about all the news, people are bashing and giving all kind of abusing and talking against the doctor. I honestly feel that all doctors are not bad in this world, and some are dedicated, some are honest, they do their honest job. That's why one should respect it. It is not doctor's job is to take care the life of the patient. They won't be able to guarantee you somebody's life, that they won't be able to make sure that somebody's life can be saved or 100% that can be ensured. If that is the case, so Michael Jackson would have been living till date. He spent a lot of money, a lot of medical team he used to have, but till nobody is able to save the doctors. So in Bengal or anywhere in India, they we usually say doctors sab kasai hai. Kasai means they're the chopper man. They cut goats and all. They are heartless people. They are only after money. Friends, my understanding of my brother, it can be manifold. I can split into many parts to dissect him, to understand him. First of all, I feel he's a very honest person in my life I have ever seen. His honesty and dedication towards the work, it cannot be compared with ordinary person. Number two point is he is totally devoted to the society. At childhood, I have seen him. He has given his service to the village people, irrespective of religion, irrespective of caste, irrespective of party line, all relatives. He has given last 30 years, probably I have been seeing from childhood. There are absolutely free service altogether. At home, we used to have Sunday or any holiday, we used to have a small chamber. People used to come, there are a big gathering. So he used to see all the patient one by one without any remuneration or any money. Sometimes I used to wonder how it is possible a person is not taking money and giving treatment, and used to conduct operation also without money. So there are small operation that he used to conduct or perform at home. It is a very kind of amazing thing. As a kid, I have seen him. He used to do all kind of exercise, and our home and the whole area and people are benefited. The point what I want to make it that he has taken this as a profession, as a service, is a very kind of dedication thing. His priority was not probably to earn money, but if you imagine that in his age or experience and capacity, he could have earned crores of rupees, and in kind of a uh, doctor who is in the cardiovascular is open heart surgeon. So see, in open heart surgery, the fees and all those structures are much more higher. He could have earned attached to a private hospital, or he could have opened up his own hospital. There are many things, probably there are many possibilities was there, but he has not accepted, or he has not entered into such kind of activities. Number third point, what I want to make it is beyond social service. This is a purely social service. He then part of social service, he used to donate a lot of money for the school development, many other issues, many other aspects. The fourth point, what I want to make it, he has got enormous contribution in building the family. Probably his concept of a family, joint family concept, is much more love, passion about his brothers and sisters. He used to take care everybody, everybody's education, health. So whoever wants to do whatever education, so he used to take care in each and every aspect. Till date, he is doing the same exercise for the next generation also. The point what I want to make it, he has the true kind of a leadership quality. In terms of leadership means, we used to follow him. Follow him is a follow him as a joint family after our father, then my elder brother, then we are the tail enders kind of thing. So this is following him, that we also wanted to do something what our brother used to do it. That is our aim kind of thing. And in that aim, probably a lot of our local village people also, they are also uh, very excited, and they are inspired to continue their education. There are many uh, people, they have also got into different various field after getting the inspiration, because we have in our family there are so many qualified people, and in the different fields like. So what I am again trying to tell you, my brother is not only doctor, he is a social man. His concern towards society is enormous. He has given his entire life for the development of society. Either it is a social development in terms of giving his medical service. Beyond that, lot of social work he has done. His concern towards family is enormous. Till date, he is taking care each and every aspect. He is like after our father, as I have told you, is the next man. So he is having close contact with everybody, irrespective of whoever is staying where. So he is in everybody is in a very loop kind of thing. So he takes care all the aspect and issues. Friends, what I am trying to tell over here is, he is a doctor by profession. Like, he has taken 360-degree turn to become an aeronautical engineer. He entered into the medical profession. Now I'll talk about his a different life altogether. That is my main intention to talk about. To talk about my brother, as I have told you, that he is not only a brilliant student, he is a brilliant surgeon altogether. But unfortunately or fortunately, I am sorry to tell few things over here. He is not, he is a professor, but he is not been recognized by the society for many ways. What are the ways he could have given? He deserves more than what he is doing, either from the government or from the society or from anybody. He deserves more. I, as I was thinking that, I was just thinking about different cardio surgeon, Dr. Pradeep Kumar Chobe, Dr. Teran, Dr. Narayan Rao, Dr. Avinder Singh, Dr. Ashok Rajagopal, and Dr. Panda, Dr. Naresh Teran, Dr. Devi Sethi. In this India, if you close your eyes, there are few open heart surgeons in the field of cardiovascular surgery line. They are very famous. I personally believe, and I have a strong belief that he is of equal caliber of the personality what I have told you. So all those names what I have told you that government of India has given them award, Bharat Ratna, Padma Bhushan. There are various government award that is given for their contribution. But my brother, the contribution he has done for the society, for the poor people, it can be, if you quantify this thing, probably it will go few thousands. His 30 years professional career, probably he has given free service close to 20 to 30,000 people free service. And this is absolutely free, irrespective of time, irrespective of anything. People are having money or having no money, somebody is giving money, doesn't matter at the end of the day. His main intention is to take care, and he is doing that thing till date. That is a kind of amazing thing, and those things are not being recognized by the society because somebody is not able to quantify certain things that what contribution is making. But contrary, if you see, I refer those kind of people, they made hospitals and different activities they are doing, and they are into some position, and they could influence, and they are getting those kind of award from the government. So, friends, what I am feeling and my inner sense is he deserves more than what he has got. He has retired as a professor from Calcutta Medical College and is continuing his job. Now, the story what I want to tell you is a different story. He is a man, I told he took 360-degree turn from engineering to medical because of the rigging reason his total profession that is been changed. But he has got the other side of his life that what he is pursuing for last 50, 60 years, his love for a person, which most of the Bengali they love it. They love because of somebody, a national hero in not only in India, throughout the world, is a controversial figure. I say is controversial for some other reason. His name is none other than Subhash Chandra Bose. He is a great fan of Subhash Chandra Bose, and we are totally influenced by his passion towards Subhash Chandra Bose from the childhood, and we all our family members we used to celebrate Subhash Chandra Bose's birthday on 23rd January. We used to celebrate at home with a lot of excitement. We used to do painting. There are a lot of hoardings we used to make. We used to host flag. So my brother used to take care. All brothers and sisters they used to take care. So we had an inner nationalism that is been developed at home. So uh, generally, this kind of flag hoisting is done at the school or different premises, club or government offices and all. But doing and hoisting like a national flag at home, it's a different kind of sense. So we used to feel very proud of it. So his love for Subhash Chandra Bose is more than 50 years. So he is a true nationalist in one sense. He is more than he felt that Subhash Chandra Bose could be ideal for his life and this he could be ideal for many and probably he has seen very few things within Subhash Chandra Bose's life. Subhash Chandra Bose is a combination of Swami Vivekananda, Ramakrishna Dev and as well as Sarada Devi. So it is like this energy, transmission from energy from those Vivekananda, Ramakrishna, Sarada Devi, and if you see that Subhash Chandra is is the real spirit for the humanity. So he had written last 50 years many books, and childhood I used to see, and today also he is continuing his writing. He is writing for different magazines. His favorite subject is writing about Subhash Chandra Bose. The history last 70 years, the mystery, there are two mystery in history is one is death of Subhash Chandra Bose, whether he died in the plane crash or not. This is one issue, even though government of India, that time the Prime Minister of India, Jawaharlal Nehru, that time they declared Subhash Chandra Bose died in a plane crash. This is the official stand. So is it a very simplistic way of analyzing that that had happened because of plane crash? So he tried to taken up this matter further investigation. He has he has taken his own interest, and in many ways I'm going to explain what are the things he has done, and also the mystery part is whether Subhash Chandra Bose is married or not, his marriage controversy. Anita Pop Bose, the lady who is claiming that her father is Subhash Chandra Bose. So this is a counter claim is coming. Subhash Chandra not married, and this lady is not at all the biological father is Subhash Chandra Bose. So there are many things that those issues, those are very controversial, very sensitive things in the part of the life of Subhash Chandra Bose, and many historians they have tried to resolve the problem, and they have tried to postulate different kind of theories. Some have concluded no, this plane crash had happened, and Subhash Chandra Bose got married, and during 1939 to 42, in that particular time, and Anita Pab Bose is the biological father of Anita. That is been everybody has concluded. But he last 40, 50 years he is trying to prove the world that these facts are not true, and to justify that he has taken many steps ahead, and whatever his logical mind and documentation, many things he had. He also is a part of Mukherjee Commission. So Mukherjee Commission, the main objective of Mukherjee Commission, is probably who are aware about the history part. Mukherjee Commission is been developed to, the committee is formed to understand or to get some kind of investigation or documentation, doing inquiries to know exactly what had happened, whether this plane crash had happened or not. So my brother also is part of the Mukherjee Commission. He's one of the members, and all the way he went to Japan, he went to Russia, because those are the possible things. When this plane crash happened, it was told that Subhash Bose ash is there stored in the temple of in a specific location in Japan. So all this team went, they got the ash, and is taken it back to India, and it has been analyzed in a CSIR lab in Hyderabad, CCMB. So after that, there are reports, there are errors in report, there are some controversies. So my brother used to work very hard, and I have not seen a doctor in my childhood like no a doctor. He's doing his profession. Beyond that, he's trying to investigate a job which is government of India already declared this person is died. So that you see, it is a fight between the government that time what decision they have taken, and he's taking it further. He wants to reverse the whole thing with a logical conclusion he wants to give. Look, he is not died because the date, evidence, circumstances, all those things is not matching. So it's a fabricated thing. The point what I want to make over here is in that time, all you know, the Subhash Chandra Bose and Jawaharlal Nehru, if you take two political figures, it is not comparable by any anything, either it is the knowledge, intelligence, political understanding, imagination, in whatever stretch you analyze, it cannot be, these two personalities cannot be comparable at all. So when Subhash Chandra Bose, he was fighting battle from outside, and because of the Second World War time, well, if you are aware about the history, that time Jawaharlal Nehru, he was very much in India. So India was trying to get independence. In that time, Mahatma Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru, Lord Mountbatten, all those people, they sat together, and this transfer of powers, division of India, partition of India, those things came into the picture. So they want to silence this person called Subhash Chandra Bose. It is a kind of a conspiracy that is very much documented in the history, and for that purpose, probably that time Jawaharlal Nehru, the other brains, probably they thought to make a fabricated story and let them inject that particular theory, plane crash theory, so that once for. So friends, what I was trying to tell, that many historians they have written about Subhash Chandra Bose, many ways they have explained his character, his activities. But Dr. Madhusudan Pal, last 50 years, he is trying to understand and try to put a theory that Subhash Chandra Bose's death, it was a fabricated thing, and he has taken further that Gumnavi Baba theory, whether the same person Gumnami Baba is Subhash Chandra Bose or not. There are many things he has written and documented in the form of books. He is the first person probably in the history of Indian history. He is not a historian, but I feel that he is a true historian, that with his curiosity and everything to do that, he spent his own money to travel to Japan, to Russia, many countries. We have seen him how he has struggled. He wants to pursue this thing like his another profession to understand, not being a historian. He has fought in many angles to prove the world that the mystery of Subhash Chandra Bose's death, whatever the false certificate that time the doctor has given, the death certificate, it is totally wrong, and he tried to prove that certificate is given with some malified interest in this 99 2004 Mukherjee Commission, the document that has been submitted to the government, and this matter probably went to court. My brother used to go to uh, Calcutta to Delhi many times to attend this court hearing, because if somebody is bringing some documentary evidence, this has to be fought legally, and it has to be proven that the facts are true, and it has to be proven in court of law. That is what it is important, because one has to prove, because there is no any documents, because there are classified documents. This is not released by the government of India for the 70 years. They have kept all those things secret. Whether these documents are available or not, it is not known. After this NDA government came into the picture, they have tried to release few documents from classified to non-classified. The non-classified means bring it to the public domain to understand, because there are many historical thing that is under the custody of the government, and they are all non-classified document. It is not only Subhash Bose. There are many historical documents that is kept under inside the locker of government of India, and those documents are not to be published or not to be brought into the public domain. My question is whether it should be brought into public domain or not. But there are few things probably in order to understand whether is there any documents or evidence available, so that it can be taken the final conclusion. But he has taken all those things in mind, and he has tried to explain and put his analytical mind into the picture, tried to prove that that plane crash is a fabricated thing one. and that time that there is no plane crash. From the circumstantial evidences that time the documents are available, he had tried to prove that even DNA testing part is also one of the issues. All those things are documented. Friends, he has written many books. So few years back, around 10 years back, I never used to have direct interaction with my brother in many ways because he's number one. We used to respect him. He's very senior to us. So we used to fear or out of respect. So when I grow up, I used to tell him, Dada, if you probably you can write if you have some ideas rather than writing in a journal or something like that. You publish in the form of books. I do not know. This is afterwards. There are many books he has published. It is not I have told. Probably he had all those things in his mind. He is a very intelligent person. He knows what to do, what not to do. That, but I had a talk with him, and this is long back, way back in 12 years back. Probably I have told him to do that. After that, I could see my brother has written many books. I am happy to see because my field is totally different and my interest is totally different. I am man of literature. I write poetries and all those things. Even though I'm a student, but I have loves towards the poetry, nature, and all those things. I have written many poetries. I have published also. That is a separate thing. My brother, he took a lot of interest. And the second part, what I want to tell you, that the marriage part, whether Subhash Chandra Bose is married or not, Anita Bose is the daughter of Subhash Chandra Bose or not, or whether this lady has been implanted or not, that is a very kind of $1 million question. Where even though family they have accepted Anita Paap as a daughter, but Subhash Chandra Bose is not the property of a single family. It's basically kind of a character assassination of a person, whether he is married, because there is no document shows that Subhash Chandra Bose is married to XYZ, and suddenly somebody is coming and claiming that I am the daughter of Subhash Chandra Bose. Obviously, it's a public figure, so there will be a question, counter question. It has to be proven. So it is not only accepting from the family side that I am somebody's daughter. So he is a public figure. He is our hero. So it is important if anybody or as a natural citizen or any historian should have the curiosity, and my brother has taken a lot of interest and he has written books. Let me talk about those books, and that has been published. The book is in Bangla. It is written that Bibaho Golpo Kotha, শয়তানদের গুপ্ত গাথা, means it is in Bangla. If I can translate the story of the marriage and the devils, how they have acted upon implanting the marriage theory. This is what his whole idea. And the second book what he has published, Netaji Subhash Chandra Kichu Bitorko Kichu Totto. It is again the controversy of the plane crash. He talks about with detailed Mukherjee Commission's report what they have submitted to government. He has written that books also. So those books are very kind of a documentic from history point of view. If any historian or if anybody is interested to know more about Subhash Chandra, specifically two aspects, because everybody knows about his heroic things, what he has done, is forming Azadin Fauj and all those things. These historical documents are there. Only this two aspect, the very critical aspect that he has taken, and he has tried to prove last 50 years what I have been trying to tell everybody. 50 years pursuing one character and sticking to that particular character for 15 years is a very very tough job. Means which it means indicates he had a strong belief that whatever he is speaking from his mind, and it has got some element of truth, even if the whole world is telling or officially declaring those are the things already completed. So we should give respect a chance to understand this person, to understand his point of view, because these documents are very critical documents. I am not talking about writing imaginary thing about certain things. It is very important. Any historical facts are facts. If these facts have to be scientifically justified to prove that this is the thing and this is what. If he is able to clarify and justify his means, the way the clarity that is been given in his own in documentation, in date, time wise, all kind of report, it's more than a historian can do. Any historian, I have seen many historian, they write all fabricated things, but that is where here a doctor, he is an analytical person. He can dissect all those things. He can apply his analytical mind. And historian can be putting a lot of imagination. It can be biased, but when you put facts into the what had happened, and if it is systematically or chronologically it is been given a shape, one has to believe that there is a content that cannot be simply overruled. So what I am requesting government of India or anybody, any historian can take up as a documentary evidence, so that those documents can be very useful for government of India or for researcher to study further. My brother, that's why I want to tell you, my brother is not only a doctor, he is also a historian. He is an analytical historian. He should be compared, he should be given the proper respect, like other historian, that Dr. Madhusudan Paul, a cardiovascular or open heart surgeon, has given 50 years in his life. In 50 years, it's a very long time. One generation he has given. Like, many people got many prizes, many things if somebody is given such many number of years. But I have not seen my brother has been given an award to anybody. Bengal people, they love so much Subhash Chandra Bose, but the real people who are really working for Subhash Chandra Bose, they're so analytical, critical, because everybody talks about the marriage theory, death theory, and all these things. It is written, but if somebody is carrying and putting his point of view, that should be taken up the government, and his documents should be is a kind of a valid document to support and justify, and probably one can put pressure to wherever we are thinking. There are some documents are there in Russia, some documents are there in Japan, some we have in our unclassified or classified secret documents, those entire documents to be released, so that the entire issues to be clear. So whatever doubts we have for so many years, last how many years, like, if you think of from the plane crash to this thing, almost it is 50, 54, another 20 years, that is 64, close to 70, 75 years, probably. Those kind of history, that history, obviously the mystery to be released, and he should be given whatever credits he deserves, because he has given his entire life to carry out his work and duties. He has written also his books into translated to the English, and those books are available in various publication, Amazon bookstores. This is available, so one can buy and read for the academic interest. And if somebody wants to do PhD in history, or especially on Subhash Chandra Bose, those are very good document, probably use as a reference point of view. It is important to have the reference, because we really want to have the real history, because our history, Indian history, freedom struggle is full of mystery. Why I am telling so, there are a lot of hide and seek things that had happened soon after independence, partition. Jawaharlal Nehru, he has made a lot of conspiracy theory in order to hijack the history that is known everything. So the real heroes in history are being silenced. The non-heroes are given a lot of preferences and highlighted them, projected them as if they are the real custodian of Indian freedom struggle. It is not the fact. There are people who really fought for the freedom. Their history are totally not written with 4 5 sentences that has been completed. So friends, what I'm trying to tell you, our history is also the written the way the Indian history has written, how the our Mughal period has been written. We have talked about the Mughal, Babar holo, Babar holo, Abar Jor Sarbe Osode. we have taught at our early age to read more about the Mughal period, and the teacher used to have a lot of formulas that how to remember the Mughal period. They used to tell me, you remember this formula. There is a formula called Babar Holo Abar Jor Sarbe Oshode. It's a Bengali word. Babar means Baba matlab father. Father matlab Baba. Babar, he is one of the Mughal king. Holo means Humayun. Abar means Akbar. Jor is equal to fever. Jahangir. Sarbe means cure. You are curing. Sarbe means Sajahan. Aushad means medicine. Aurangzeb. So the entire Mughal period. Now each person is taking 60, 70 years time, like 300, 400 years Mughal history. So there are few chapters of Mughals, but if you really see the history of Subhash Chandra Bose, whoever the freedom fighter, they have only allocation for half page maximum. All nomo thing, like no, it is written and completed the history. So our history should be rewritten. We talk about the freedom movement. There are many unwanted people have been given a lot of space in the history page. So this should be rewrite, and the people who have really fought that space to be given, and also along with that marriage theory, if those documents are going to help to prove that the plane crash is not happened, so that we have to rewrite the history, even the marriage theory, so that those two things can be eliminated. Friends, what I'm trying to tell you, one thing, it's very difficult to pursue uh, any subject or those kind of critical thing, whether plane crashes happened or not, or Subhash Chandra married or not. It's very difficult thing to prove it. But somebody strong believe that is driven that no, those things are not possible. And again, I'm repeating, it is proving those things are a very tough job, because it has to be substantiated or proven with a very documentary evidence. I think those his documents, his work is strong enough to justify that there is something beyond whatever we are talking about. So those things can be opened up. I wish those things are taken over by government of India for further research and further investigation, or whatever things are possible, because it is not India is involved. There are other countries are involved. As I have told you that Russia is involved, Japan is involved, India is involved, because it's the Second World War time. People thinking that Subhash Chandra Bose from this place to he has gone to Russia. He was in Russian jail, and there are n number of things, n number of theory that is been there, and those kind of things are the part of the history. I am not getting into that part, friends. I want to finally say something. Dr. Madhusudan Pal is not, he's not an ordinary person. He's not an ordinary citizen. He is a responsible citizen. He is a true Deshbhakt or true humanist. He is having the quality of many personalities like Ramakrishna, Sarada Devi, and Swami Vivekananda, and he is the true follower of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose. So he is a die-hard fellow of Subhash Chandra Bose, and he is also pursuing more activities, more seminars, more web-based program of different activities of Subhash Chandra Bose. His many activities he has taken up after retirement. As I have told you, by profession he is doctor. He retired as a professor from Calcutta Medical College after giving service from 1986. So close to 30 years he has given medical service. So he has served the society. He has seen the deepest humanity. He has tried to do whatever best possible thing with honesty and dignity. He has done it. So he is a kind of an honest person that I have seen in my life, even though he is very close to me. And I wish he should continue his writing, and he should publish his all kind of books and other things into various good publishers probably. Nowadays it is very important to catch hold good publishers and publicists, and so that the better audience and other things can be served. Even those books can be given to various library, and having ISBN number, he might be doing all those exercise given to various national libraries, state level libraries, different universities. Probably people can refer and read that what are the documents, what are the things, because this is a part of research. So again, what I am trying to tell over here, the history is not a thing. If a fight had happened, one person can write that this person fought against this person. It's a very simplistic way of analyzing certain things. But if you analyze this fight, if you try to analyze beyond this thing, it's basically dissecting the whole thing, analyzing it for what purpose those two people they fought, and what would be the consequences, their emotional thing. And you, if you try to put it scientifically, there could be chance of getting few more information, interesting information, that is going to help history more interesting, rather than describing physically what had happened. The most of the historian has done all those physically writing something, talking about whatever has happened, describing all those things. Only description is doesn't going to help you anything. It's a good paper, good research is all about how critical, how analytical you are, how detailed information, how statistical information you are giving, how you are correlating all those factors. Similar way, the plane crash theory, everything has to match. So he had, again I'm trying to tell you, he had tried to prove with time, with seconds, like each and every evidence he has tried to correlate all those factors. What is more important as a part of any serious history student or historian can look into those documents. I am not talking about the ordinary people who talk about, write about the blogs and all about Subhash Chandra Bose. They write all kind of rosy picture and talk about the marriage theory, and they are being invited in the TV show and all. Those are all very cheap thing probably is going. If we are very serious about the whole thing, that matter has to be taken in a very serious way, and serious discussions are required. It is not no more funny thing, right? So it is not a filmy affair that okay, this is what had happened, you forget it. So it cannot be forgotten. So what again I'm trying to tell over here, the Bengal government should give proper respect to Dr. Madhusudan Pal. Even though he is my brother, I am appealing because I am not doing any kind of nepotism. I can see him a true Desbakt who is trying to bring the what is the real thing. So that should be given the preferences, and he should be allowed, or he should be called by the government to attend big seminars, debates, so that he can present his thing. So that I'm not talking about the award. My brother might not be interested to have any kind of award because he is not working for the award. Last 50 years, he has not taken any award. If he could have done, he could have done many things to get the award. Probably his intention is also not to get award. There are many people they work for the award so that they are affiliated to XYZ. So it is known that to everybody, but he is not. He is a neutral person that I know. He is more concentrating on his work, whether somebody is liking or disliking. Otherwise, he could have well accepted 50 years back that okay, this date is a date, and whatever documents are there. He challenged whatever Jawaharlal Nehru has written to that time, the other counterpart, the letter correspondence with the top leader, the secret documents, how Jawaharlal Nehru has played a very kind of secret role in order to sabotage or in order to prove that there is a plane crash. Friends, what I'm trying to tell you, history is a very bitter thing. The finding out the truth of the history, the real thing, in India, this is not had happened, especially the time zone what I am talking about. So friends, I want to end up by saying that Dr. Madhusudan Pal is not only a successful doctor, he is a true nationalist, and his philosophy of Hinduism that I want to tell you, people are confused that people are thinking he is propagating Hindu philosophy. Hindu philosophy is totally different. If that is the case, so Swami Vivekananda, he is also of the same philosophy. He is a love person because it's a Hinduism is nothing but a philosophy of humanity. His entire discussion topic and all those things, if you could see and I can correlate between his philosophy is very much towards the philosophy of Subhash Chandra Bose, philosophy of Swami Vivekananda. He is very attached to Swami Ramakrishna Dev, Sharada Devi, and their philosophy that is reflecting in his mind, and is a true nationalist, I can say. His concerns toward the betterment of society is very clear, and his love for history. So a man of various combination, like it is very difficult to find nowadays a man with typical profession. They are continuing it, understanding and taking his own interest or doing all those exercise. It's a very tough job, and for so many years continuing, it is not easy thing. So he has probably got the strong belief and understanding. I believe that he continues the same path for few more years and bring more information, try to document it, all those things, and publish in the form of books. That is the only thing as a brother I can say that. And I wish he should take care his health and other issues. And I want to thank everybody, and this is kind of an opportunity for me to express and talk about my brother. I felt to talk about himself. I've been thinking to talk about himself for many years, but because of COVID, I got some time to think. Even though I do not have any kind of documents, any kind of records with me that what I'm going to speak or what I'm going to talk about himself, it's totally extempo. There is no speech or no script in front of me. It is kind of extempo, and whatever history reference I have taken, it is all from my mind. I have taken, and the books names and all I could see, and I have gathered those informations, and I wish everything is fine, and he should continue his journey. And my pranam to Dada. Thank you very much for hearing me out. If is there any mistake in terms of my construction of sentence, construction of language, or if any dates or anything is missing, excuse me for that. But what I at the end of the day want to convey and convey probably that is more important. This is not a kind of a historical thing that what I am speaking. This is on my personal capacity. I am talking about my brother, his contribution for the society, and it should be recognized. So this is what I feel. I failed to express my gratitude or whatever you say to my brother. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. Bye bye. Take care.